Hello and welcome to Sports Fan Entertainment, here for a Tighten Up Saturday, as we have a Monday night football game and I wanted to watch the Thursday night opener. Normally this is a Tighten Up Thursday program. This upcoming season I'm still going to do mostly Thursdays, but do expect the occasional Friday, the occasional Wednesday. It depends on my schedule. My schedule is very fluid lately, but you'll have a Tighten Up something, okay? And today it's Saturday, okay? So it is what it is. So, very interesting stuff, as this week we go up against the Denver Broncos. But before we talk about the Broncos, we do have to talk about some headlines, and there are some headlines. Now, I already discussed the news regarding Isaiah Wilson. I dropped a video earlier today about that, and I had a little bit of even what I would call a scoop on that. Okay, so if you haven't watched that video, go watch that video. I've already kind of trashed him enough at this point, but my overall conclusion from the news of the DUI and his, coronavirus, party that he had, or that he was attending 3-4 weeks ago, I think we have a big problem right now in Isaiah Wilson, and he's no longer in my long-term plans when I view this football team. I just don't see it. But there is good news. Jadeveon Clowney is in. He will play Monday night. Here we go. Send in the clown. Okay, I am so excited for this. I'm so pumped for this. And a lot of people are questioning. A lot of people are wondering, is Jadeveon Clowney in shape? Will he be able to provide us the level of production that we expect? Oh, absolutely he will. I mean, look at this guy. Okay, that was not a recent picture, but look at this guy. You don't think that this guy's in shape? This guy couldn't be out of shape if he wanted to. If he begged the Lord himself, please get me out of shape, he couldn't do it. Okay, he's a physical beast, a specimen. I'm not worried about being in shape now. Will he be a little rusty? Absolutely. But dude, you just put him on the left or right side of the D-line or of the outside linebacker core, because he can do either one. Sit him there and let him stop the run and let him get after the quarterback. I mean, how could it be any simpler than that? So I'm looking forward to the debut of Jadeveon Clowney this upcoming Monday night. Now, we had some interesting moves, I guess. Some of you would call them interesting moves in terms of our personnel. I mean, I don't think that they're that interesting, but I know you guys love our irrelevant backups, so let's discuss them now. Well, one of them is actually kind of relevant, and that is Logan Woodside. So Logan Woodside will be the backup quarterback for the Tennessee Titans, despite us picking up quarterback Trevor Simmons. He beat him out in training camp, and he is now slated as the number 2 quarterback on this depth chart. Now, Logan Woodside apparently has not looked good in training camp this year. He has looked good in training camp in previous years, and as we've seen in the preseason, has looked quite good. Always against the third string, sometimes even against like the third string for the entire game, but always against the third string. I mean, last year, Ryan Tannehill was the backup. He would face the second string, and then Logan Woodside would come in, clean up the third strings. Even in that third or maybe fourth preseason game, it was still Logan Woodside against the third stringers for the entire game. Looked very good, still third stringers. I'm concerned, people. I know there are Logan Woodside stands out there, and that's fine. There's stands for every, borderline Tennessee Titans player every year for some reason. I mean, the Trey McBride stands, the Michael Preston stands, they always exist. They're always out there. But I'm not buying it. But at the same time, look, okay, if they have faith in this guy, fine. I mean, Ryan Tannehill, he might miss a couple games. He's like average in terms of health, I would say. He missed the entire season a couple years ago. They had to put in Jay Cutler. He can miss a game here or there. Like, he missed the end of the Dolphins season when they made the playoffs with Adam Gase and they went 11-5. They had to put in Matt Moore. Maybe they went 10-6, but they had to put in Matt Moore. I remember that. So it's a little concerning. Now, who on the free agent list is better than Logan Woodside? I don't think there's anyone clearly except for maybe Blake Bortles, but at the same time, no one wants Blake Bortles. Like, no one even brought him into camp. So I think Blake Bortles is on his UCF couch eating potato chips or something and giving up on life. Okay, someone call a hotline, because this guy might be in trouble. I think he got traumatized by me saying that he stinks so much. I don't know what's going on with Blake Bortles, but this guy's nowhere to be seen. But yeah, I mean, seriously, it's kind of sad. It kind of scares me, like, Jesus. But anyway, so I'll tell you this. If Ryan Tannehill gets down, we better trade for somebody. I mean, I would feel very uncomfortable with this, especially because, look, we've seen teams in this league keep the boat afloat despite their quarterback going down. We saw Teddy Bridgewater come in and do a great job for Drew Brees last season in the New Orleans Saints. We saw Nicholas Foles lead the Philadelphia Eagles to the Super Bowl. Is Logan Woodside going to provide that level of us? No. Some of you may say we're not the Saints, we're not the Eagles. I'm like, why? Isn't that what we want to be? Okay, we need to position ourselves to where that's what we could be. Case Keenum and the Minnesota Vikings. Are we going to have that situation? I don't want to be in that scenario, but, in case it happens, is Logan Woodside going to be that guy? I don't think so. If he goes down, I think you got to get on the phone. I think you got to try to trade for Kyle Allen, the backup quarterback for the Washington football team. Some would say Alex Smith, but the problem with Alex Smith is he still has that ridiculous contract, which might have been restructured at this point, but I'm not entirely sure on that. So you'd have to do some research on that. But I think Kyle Allen would be the most likely guy you can get. Because everyone else that is a good backup quarterback, like Mariota's a good backup quarterback, Jameson's a good backup quarterback, why would the team give them to you then? Maybe the Saints would. Maybe, because they do like Taysom Hill. So maybe you call for Jameis Winston. That would be interesting. That's a conversation we could have. Joshua Dobbs. Maybe you got to call the Steelers for Joshua Dobbs. I think Joshua Dobbs might be better than Logan Woodside, but I'm not sure about that. But hopefully we don't have to cross that bridge. Hopefully that bridge doesn't come to us. Now, Cody Hollister made the roster. So for you Cody Hollister stands, because I'm sure there's Cody Hollister stands, he made the roster. Cameron Batson made the practice squad. So we still have the best of both worlds there, because I know everyone loves their fringe wide receivers. But I do like Cody Hollister. I really do. Every time I see him out there making plays, so I do like Cody Hollister. I'm just being a little cheeky. And then outside linebacker DeAndre Walker got cut, 5th round draft pick in the 2019 draft, never got to play for us, had the ACL tear last season, and this is why. Even this upcoming season, we're expecting a lot from Laurel Murchison. Great, he's healthy, but don't expect too much from your 5th round picks because a lot of them don't pan out. It's just the facts. Okay. And don't even get me started on Cole Mcdonald, okay? All you Cole Mcdonald stands who was a 7th round pick. He's gone and he's never going to return. So with that said, let's get into the injury report. And the injury report is very interesting. So ignore the bottom ticker, because I do have a bottom ticker for this, but it's not even accurate anymore because news literally just dropped that almost all these names are out. So actually, let me go ahead and edit real quick all the names that are out here and add them, because as you see listed, Adoree Jackson is out for us, but as is now Vic Beasley, Jamil Douglas, Darrington Evans, and someone else. Who else is listed? And Derek Robertson. Out, and out. The news just dropped a second ago, right before I started recording this video. The big one there obviously being Adoree Jackson. This one hurts. This one stings for us without a doubt. I was not expecting this. As you see, he was limited in practice Friday, and did not practice Saturday and was declared as out. This is a knee injury. I'm not sure if this is the same knee that was plaguing him last year. Is this a problem? Does he need to have like a sort of arthroscopic surgery to clean up his knee? What's going on with this knee? I don't know what's going on right now. It's a little concerning, but it's only one game. We'll continue to monitor this as the weeks go on. The good news is you look at the Denver Broncos side of things, and you see that Courtland Sutton is questionable. This is the number 1 wide receiver for the Denver Broncos, a guy that is not a household name yet, but is quickly becoming one. And I'm telling you, this is actually, it will be a 1-for-1. I mean, I think Adoree Jackson is a better corner than Courtland Sutton is a wide receiver, but it's close. I mean, Courtland Sutton is really ascending in this league, so this would be about a wash. So go ahead and cross your fingers that Courtland Sutton is unable to play, and then that way that definitely mitigates, the Adoree Jackson loss, and I think absolutely washes it. And I think that's something that we need, because Malcolm Butler, shorter wide receiver, yes, he can be physical, but Courtland Sutton, physical, tall, dominating. I don't want Malcolm Butler opposite of Courtland Sutton for the entire game. Christian Fulton is a rookie. Jonathan Joseph is old. It will be problematic right after the get-go for us. So that's the deal there. Now, Vic Beasley, he's out. Okay, so this is unfortunate, but good thing is we do have Jadeveon Clowney. And I know that Mike Vrabel was talking about we're not going to do too much for Jadeveon Clowney. It's his first game. Well, now you have no choice, okay, because you have Harold Landry, you have Camila Correa, and that's it. Derek Robertson ain't playing. So that's it. Who else you got? You ain't got no one else. You ain't got no one else. So you have to have Jadeveon Clowney out there for at least 70% of the snaps to me. At least. And I might have him out there for 80 plus, as long as he's able to show that, hey, he's dealing with the altitude and everything well, he's well conditioned, 80% of the snaps at least. Go ahead, $15 million, that's about $1 million a game, go earn it. Go earn it right now. We need your help right now because we need to get after Drew Lock. Send in the clown. Darrington Evans, a little disappointing. Won't see Darrington Evans yet. Just want to see his skill set. What's he going to do for us? But, whatever. And then Derek Robertson, it'd be nice to have that rotational depth in terms of pass rush, but we're just not going to have it for this game. Questionable is Corey Davis, but I expect him to play. I think it's just a little hamstring flare-up, which apparently this guy keeps having, and I guess that's also concerning in and of itself, but considering he's almost out the door, a lot of you people won't care anyway. So, and also for the Broncos, I think it's KJ Hamler who's also listed as questionable. We'll see if he plays. That is the number 3 wide receiver for the Broncos, a rookie as well. So if he's out and Courtland Sutton's out, then they have no one to throw the ball to. They're just going to be throwing at Jerry Jeudy all day, and that's an assignment I think Malcolm Butler can absolutely handle. I think even Christian Fulton can handle that well because they were facing each other, LSU and Bama, Fulton versus Jeudy. He can handle it pretty well, especially with Kevin Byard on the top doing a good job backing him up. So there we go. I like the matchups in terms of the injury report as long as Courtland Sutton is out. So with that said, let's move on to my tighten up keys to the game. What are my 3 keys for the Tennessee Titans to come through with a victory in this game? Number 1, I think we have to neutralize the run game early. Send in the clown. This is what your David Clowney's for. Okay, this and pass rushing. But I'm telling you, you just put him on the left or the right side. He just sits there and says, Try to get past me, dog. You ain't gonna do it. It ain't gonna happen. Oh, and you're gonna have big Jeff Simmons there too? Oh, let's neutralize that run game. Now, Melvin Gordon, I'm not too worried about on the edge. I am worried about Phillip Lindsay on the edge. So, Jayon Brown, be able to go side to side. Kenny Vaccaro, side to side. Clowney, edge up a little bit, but Melvin Gordon, he can go outside, but Phillip Lindsay is the more, agile back. So definitely watch the edges when it comes to him. But Melvin Gordon, if we compact him inside, I'm not really too worried about Melvin Gordon. I think they're starting him, honestly, just because they feel like they have to. I don't think that he's even that better than Phillip Lindsay at this point. So I think that actually helps us. But they have a dynamic run game there. But if you neutralize that, then you're going to force Drew Lock to throw the ball. And Drew Lock, a lot of people like Drew Lock. I'm very mixed on Drew Lock. I don't think he's going to be a starting quarterback in this league for very long. But at the very least, grant me this. If Courtland Sutton is out, and even if he is playing, it's a very young and inexperienced wide receiver core. And, having not played in the preseason, I don't think that their passing game is going to be very crisp in the first game. Throwing to Jerry Jeudy, KJ Hamler, and Courtland Sutton. Courtland Sutton's a third-year player. Hamler's a rookie. Jerry Judy's great, but a rookie. And I'm not sure who else they have. Tim Patrick? Okay, Deshaun Hamilton? No. They're not going to be, and Noah Fant is an improving rookie. I mean, what is he now? I think, is he a sophomore or junior now? It should be a sophomore now. Maybe a junior. But he's an improving young tight end, but he's also young. Force them to have a crisp passing game. These young guys, first game, I know there's no fans, so there's not too much pressure, but I think they're going to choke a little bit if we force them to throw the ball the entire game. I think they're going to make mistakes. I think we're going to take advantage of those mistakes. So neutralize the run game. Whereas on the flip side, a lot of people say, hey, we need to establish the run. Let's establish the run. And yes, that's our move. But I say, no, let's go out and let's throw the rock, bro. Because I'm not afraid of these Denver Broncos cornerbacks and their secondary in total. Now, they traded for A.J. Boye, a man who we know very well, not only from the Jacksonville Jaguars, but also from the Houston Texans. Boye has been on the decline lately, okay? And I'm not sure he's going to look in his first game with the Denver Broncos. Bryce Callahan, their slot corner, didn't even play last year. He's going to be rusty. This is his first live action since 2018. Who else do they have? I don't even know. That's literally all their corners. They don't have Chris Harris Jr. anymore. They have some other young guys that we need to see them develop. So I'm not worried about their corners. Justin Simmons is one of the better safeties in the league. So don't test Justin Simmons. Kareem Jackson is good. He's moved to the safety position at this point, but I'm not too concerned. I think we could throw the rock. I think we could throw it early. Corey Davis is healthy enough. So A.J. Brown, Corey Davis, Adam Humphries, Jonnu Smith. Let's throw that rock. Let's catch them off guard. Let's get up early. I want to be up in this game. And then number 3, we run King Henry to the end, to the finish. You run him. This is our move. Let's go ahead and get started on this move. I don't want to start it mid-season, late season like we always like to do. Go ahead and start it now, yes. But I think we can pass the ball to start the game. Get the Broncos down early. Send in the clown. In terms of the pass rush, I don't know if we're going to get many sacks in this game. I really wish that we would. But, considering the fact that now Vic Beasley is out, Derek Robertson is out, Clowney's his first game, after not being in training camp, I would love to see it. But, I'm more worried about stopping the run, to be honest with you. And, it'd be nice, though, to get a good pass rush with Adoree Jackson out. That is for sure. I'm also interested, I didn't, listen to the keys because there's only 3 keys. How will Christian Fulton and Jonathan Joseph look? Because they're going to be called upon. Jonathan Joseph, this man is old, and he's going to be called upon consistently in this game. Do not let us down. Chris Jackson, the 7th-round pick in this year's draft. This guy made the team. Maybe he's going to get called upon. Let's see what these cornerbacks look like. Let's see what Malcolm Butler looks like as the definitive number 1 corner. And Christian Fulton, hey, can this guy impress us, show us something in a draft where now the 1st-round pick we're not sure is going to play? Okay, so this is now a huge 2nd-round pick that we have in Christian Fulton. So those are my 3 tighten up keys to the game. And my prediction for the game, we got these boys. I'm not worried about the Denver Broncos. I was worried. After we traded Jarrell Casey to them, I was worried when I thought we were going to have a training camp. We did have a training camp, but a real training camp and a real preseason. We didn't. So with this young offense we're facing in Denver, being rusty, with Cortland Sutton probably being out, how are they going to put points on us consistently? No. Ryan Tannehill, this is the veteran of the game offensively for both teams. He's going to lead the pack. He's going to get everyone, lead the troops. Get everyone corralled, ready to go, ship ready to run right off the get-go. Derrick Henry at this point is a veteran. He's going to be ready to go. We're just going to be ready to go offensively, and they won't. I'm not worried about the Denver Broncos. Now, one Denver Bronco I am worried about is Jarrell Casey. Okay, he will get a sack or 2. Okay, just be absolutely ready for that. But ultimately, they do have the Tennessee Titans winning this game 28-20. So what is your prediction on this game? What do you think about this game? Comment down below. I want to know. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and most importantly, to subscribe. And until next time, this has been MJ of Sports Fan Entertainment, and I'm out. See you all later.